Hi gorgeous girls, be happy. Is that too much to ask? Well, yes, sometimes it does. It feels too much to ask. In a recent Gallup poll, sadly, women were less likely than men to be satisfied with their looks at every age until the age of 80. Can you wait that long? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think to be happy with your body can wait. The way you feel about yourself, inside and out, has an effect on the way you behave and act around others, including and especially the very ones that you love the most. So be the real you now. Live your life. Not at some date in the future, when I have lost a stone, I will. No, do it now. Over the last few blogs, my themes have been how to shift your mindset, how to talk to your inner mentor, how to use simple daily habits to transform your life. These themes link. Practice being happy, happy thoughts, and start with small little steps. Being happy is the fundamental way to change your life. We are all gorgeous girls. We are. Appreciate that and start with self-love, self-acceptance and compassion. If you don't love your body for what it does, then you're going to become ill. Love the way your body moves. Listen to your intuition. Learn to nourish and love your body. Trust your body. After decades of working with women and unlocking their key to their personal happiness with their bodies, I want to help you. I want to support you to love your gorgeous body, to appreciate what your amazing, gorgeous body does for you every day, and to stop feeling ashamed. Start to be the real you, big booty and all. Love it! Little happy steps will change your life. Now I have a mentor. He's called Einstein. I know, I'm thinking big. Now he says that the power of your mind is amazing. He wasn't just a physicist and a genius. He was a deep observer of mankind, humankind. And one of my favourite Einstein quotes that I live by is, if you can't explain it simply, you don't know it well enough. And that onus is on me as a coach. There is no point understanding nutritional science if I can't discuss it on an everyday level and explain it in an easy, digestible way. Do you like the pun? Okay, bit cheesy. Einstein also pointed out that the power of your mind is extraordinary. Every negative message that you say in your head, or even more powerfully, out loud, will have a detrimental effect on your self-esteem and happiness. Do you remember Deirdre from my previous blog and your inner critic? If not, go and look it up. For every negative message, every time you say, oh, my bum's too big, it takes 11 positive messages, 11, to negate that one bad one. So take the time to improve the way you describe yourself, even if you think it's having no effect. Think about the way that you talk to yourself. There is a science behind happiness. Yes, there is. Hold on to your seats. Here I go. This is the Jennifer Aniston bit. When I flick my hair, I've got that gorgeous swooshy hair. I flick it back and seductively say, here's the science bit. I'm Jennifer Aniston in this. So there is a science behind your happiness, or your potential happiness, and it derives from your brain and the pattern that it makes. So your brain cells have little arms that poke out. If you've been on one of my coaching sessions, you've seen these. And these are called dendrites. These arms are controlled by your thoughts. Now, when you're happy, these arms grow. They grow and they make connections. And they make a pattern in your brain, a happy pattern. And they become bigger and bigger. The brain cells connect in a little group together, and this connection becomes a pattern. The groupings become larger, you get happier, the process becomes a learnt process, a habit. Get the theme? Your brain cells carry that memory, and that memory gets stronger. Yippee. My Pilates clients have known this for years. Your body remembers how to perform an exercise. The more you perform an exercise, practice, visualize it, the easier it becomes. Your body will, over time, become accustomed to contracting specific muscles, which in Pilates takes a while because you're working the deep, deep muscles rather than the everyday muscles of, say, the legs or the bum. So initially it takes time to set these practices into a long-going habit, but after you've done it a while, it's fine. It's always why I have a little giggle to myself when I get a new customer, say a 20-year-old young chap, and he comes into class and he's puffing and he's panting to perform the moves, and he's absolutely staggered by the little old granny beside him, the 60-year-old granny who can hold a plank and do a toe tap with no effort. She has practiced. Granny can hold a plank because her muscles are accustomed to it. I love Granny. Granny rules. I digress. The point is, not only do your muscles carry a memory, so do your cells on every level, including the pattern that you make in the brain. When you are happy, you release the hormone. Here's the science bit. You release a happy hormone called serotonin. And serotonin helps the brain to make those connections. It helps the brain cells to conduct messages across the gap. So when you are happy, take a moment, remember the feeling. Take note on every level. Smell your surroundings. That's why I love perfume or flowers. Reach for something. When you're in a happy moment, when you're getting a cuddle or something like that, remember what it feels like in your fingers, and your visual senses help you to carry the memory and stimulate your brain cells. Make the most of tiny little happy memories, even if it's sitting, drinking a cup of tea. Okay? Because you're making those memories bigger, you're making patterns in your brain. And this opens the way for more happy moments because your brain recognises the pattern. You are creating a memory, your brain cells are jumping around and making more connection. The pattern for happiness is set. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. This hormone blocks the movement in your brain cells. The little arms, they close in, they wither, and they move back into the cell body. Your brain closes down, you become anxious, you become sad, you become depressed, and most importantly, you become stuck. You can't feel as if you can move on. This is when you become a fixed mindset. Nothing will work. I never finish what I start. My bum is too big. I hate my body. Blah, blah, blah. It becomes a pattern. So break free, gorgeous girls. How you can be happy. Some practical tools. I am very interested in practical tools. I am a fitness instructor. I have to be practical. I like to do things. So here are your to-dos. 1. Let me know which one rocks for you. Here it is. List 3 things that are not bad. 3 things that are not bad. Okay? My legs are not bad. They're short. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. They're long, but they're not bad. I have a great friendship in blah, blah, blah. Julie. My kids are happy. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is. 3 things that are not bad. So it's turning it around, not thinking of all the great, wonderful things. Just start with the things that are not bad. Every day, 3 things. Write them down. Recognise your attributes. And by saying that things are not bad, you're encouraging your brain to rewire, to retrain and jolt it. Oh, not bad. Oh, okay. Jolting it to think differently. Practice, this is my second tip, practice affirmations. Affirmations. You heard of positive affirmations, I'm sure. However, there is a book by Noah St. John, and he explains afformations, and they're opposed to affirmations. They put a spin on the idea of seeing things as they've already happened. They turn positive statements into a why question. The subconscious mind doesn't have a chance to say, I'm not doing that. Instead, your amazing brain looks for an answer to the why, so you're incorporating your subconscious. For instance, an affirmation is a statement of something you would like to be true in your life. I am healthy, I am sexy, I love my body. That's an affirmation. But if you want to question it, if you want your brain to think about how to get there, you say things like, well, your body can dismiss it, say, yeah, right. So you think of doing it a different way. You say things like, how do I get my body healthy, sexy, and love my body? It's an empowering question that assumes that you want is already happening. So which one rocks for you? Now, my third one is exercise. You knew that was coming. Exercise is good for your brain. The recent London Marathon coverage of mental health proves the point. And if you don't believe me, listen to the Duke and Duchess of Cornwall. Powerful endorsement. So whatever your exercise fix is, do it some more. Okay, so there's my 3 tips. Practice affirmations, asking yourself the questions, asking what's good, what doesn't feel bad in your life, and try some exercise. Okay? Good work. I will see you soon. Take care.